yes I do. But he has nothing to do with my number two. She don't care about the troubles in my mind. He doesn't really matter. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. Yeah. Enemy, enemy, with heavenly body. Who sent her to make me weak? How can I get out this madness? I'm just trying to do the right thing. She doesn't care about the trouble in my mind. It doesn't really matter. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two. She don't care how much I love you. She just wanna be my number two, number two. Mic check. Welcome to Club Shada episode 361. My name is Mr. Shada. I hope you're doing good. I hope everybody is in their best feelings. I hope you had... I'm trying to turn on the lights, not changing. I hope everybody is doing great. This show is brought to you by Shada, Gods of Good Fortune. Thanks to our stream royalty, Black Free Thinker, and blessed to all our sponsors who are supporting this show by either sending super chats on YouTube or subscribing to the Patreon or doing a donation directly on sushiro.com. I'm actually wearing the Ponawai brand new brand that I'm launching, following my successful run as Ponawai on Instagram. But I mean, I'm gonna have to move this to another place. This is probably gonna go to TikTok, as I'm trying to fix what is going on with the people at Meta. Let me turn on the AC because it is 30 degrees outside here in Lisbon, and it is 28 degrees inside of my office. We need to go down to 24. Yeah. Of course, as always, don't be shy in the chat. Make sure you guys go and put the flags of where you represent directly inside of the chat. It is important. It is très important. All right. So how was the beginning of your week? All right, listen. Me, it's funny. Listen, a week without Instagram and Facebook, and I don't feel like I'm missing out on anything. I don't really feel like my voice has been silenced or something, because listen, my TikTok is going crazy. And I guess a lot of people, they don't find me on Instagram. They go look for me on TikTok if they have TikTok. Of course, I don't have exactly the same content on all the platforms, but I'm just trying to find a way to continue the Pona White thing on TikTok, and maybe on YouTube. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. First of all, make sure that, listen, I want to see the flags. Put the flags, les drapeaux. Put the flags in the chat so I know where you are representing. Hilda, assisting directly from Mozambique. Love you too. Much love. Damba Photography. Merci beaucoup Damba. Merci beaucoup. Everybody, welcome to episode 371. Like I was saying, Queen, what up? I hope you're doing good. Representing, that's Gabon, right? Listen, I cannot recognize all the flags. I believe that this one is Gabon. I believe, but I don't know. I've been here supporting for years. Thank you so much for your support. USA. Yep. DRC. Yeah, that was Gabon, of course. Une Gabonaise tatoise. Alright. Alright, so what was my how was the beginning? Listen,
big up to everybody that is watching from Twitch. Big up to everybody that is watching from X, and big up to everybody that is watching on YouTube. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, because this is where everything is happening. Listen, so as I got 50, let me talk about health. As I got 50, the first thing I said to myself, I was like, I have to do a full checkup. So I did a checkup 2 years ago. But now I was like, I went to my doctor. I said, listen, I want to do the whole checkup, everything. Prostate, XYZ, heart, ECG, ecographies, everything that has to be done, you do it. Radio, X-rays, etc. So she said, listen, wow, you're 50, yeah. Okay, we're going to do the whole battery of tests. And we have to do a colonoscopy. Did you ever do that? I was like, nope. Is it the thing where they put a tube with a camera in your ass? And she was like, yep, that's the one. I was like, oh shit. So it was scheduled for Monday, 2 days ago. Let me out there, what up? It was scheduled for Monday, 2 days ago. And listen, I thought I did a good diet. Listen, I never had any surgery, so I've never been put in total anesthesia. So I was a little stressed, just a little bit. But I was just like, all right, listen, let's do it. So 3 days before, I had to have a special diet, and I guess I didn't do it well because I had a meeting at the restaurant, so. It was hard to find exactly what I needed to eat inside of the restaurant. But hey, listen, other than that, the night before I had to take something to completely clean the colon, like called Plein Vue. Listen, interesting. Listen, actually, colon cleansing is actually something that is great. It's great to do. Like, it gets rid of gas and also, listen, and my belly was super flat since I did it. Listen, so yeah, but you have to have like 2 liters of water plus a special product that tastes like, it doesn't taste bad. It just tastes very chemical and strong. So took that at 1 a.m. plus another one at 2 a.m. But 5 a.m. you just like emptying yourself. And then I went to sleep. Woke up at 11. Go to the hospital. Arrive at the hospital. So they do me a catheter here on the vein here. Start putting me some serum and get me ready. So it's a long wait. So just slept a bit. Then they woke me up, took me to the operation room, and then the doctor explained to me what he was about to do, etc., etc. And in my head, I was like, wow, never had any total anesthesia. Never had that. So I really didn't know what to expect. Sort of point, the woman who does anesthesia, I felt some liquid getting into my hand, and she told me, night. And I look at her and I said, thanks. And in my head, I was like, I wonder how. And listen, then I was awake, waking up in the other room. That's crazy. It felt like if, and I asked, I remember waking up and saying, what time is it? and somebody telling me 3:30. I was like, what? Because I entered the hospital, it was 12. So now it's 3:30, and I'm like, what? Did I sleep 2 hours? That's crazy. And yeah, you just feel like blinking your eyes. And then, yeah, get dressed. The doctor explains to me that my colon was not clean, so I might have to redo it in a year. But other than that, all good. So this ends my battery of tests for the health. Everything is good. Prostate is good. Heart is good. Breathing is good, etc., etc. So good. It's all groovy. So yeah, that's what I did. So no discomfort from having a long tube in the ass, I guess. And it's funny, a friend of mine who works at a hospital told me that a bunch of gay dudes, they go do the colonoscopy without anesthesia just to get the feeling of. And I'm like, yo, I don't want to know. Listen, I don't want to know what happened. Like, yo. Anyway, yo, listen. To each their own. Everybody like what they like on the ensemble. That's crazy. Oh Lord. Lord, I wanted to talk about something specific, and I will. Let me tell my wife to stop yelling. Stop yelling. See, I don't know why women love to. Let me call her. Let me call my wife and ask her why she's yelling. Ah. Hello. This is Club Shada. I'm live. So say hello to Club Shada and stop yelling.
Club Shada, sorry.
Beijo.
Bem.
Listen, I thought having my own office, I wouldn't hear my wife and my daughter and my sister-in-law yelling all the time. But the kitchen is just there, behind this wall. So, in my next house, my office will be very far from them. In my office, maybe my office will be on another floor. Because, yeah, African women, they make noise. It is what it is. I'm doing fine, La Milliardaire. How are you? 50 where? Up here. Thank you. Well, listen, I guess I got good genes. It's interesting. As I'm talking about the colonoscopy, my asshole is it's saying, yo, I'm traumatized. Lord of mercy. All right, listen. Let me talk to you about two subjects tonight that have to do with the music scene, right? The first thing I want to talk to you about is discovery. And why I want to talk to you about discovery is because I see a lot of artists. SK Beat, what up? I see a lot of artists that are complaining about discovery. They complaining about making great art, and this great art not being heard by nobody. And I believe it is because a lot of people don't understand what changed between back in the days and today. Where back in the days, once you were playing on the radio, on everybody's favorite show, you were discovered by everybody because there was one central place where everybody was getting their new stuff. So let's say you were in Cape Verde, and there was this show on CV radio, and there was this show at 3 p.m. between 3 p.m. and 5 p.m. where everybody is listening to this show. Everybody, every car, every bar, every taxi, every house, everybody's listening to that station. So once this show decided to play your song every day, you were discovered by every island that were in reach of this show. And then after that, every Cape Verdean, when they would get out of the island and go to Lisbon or to the USA, they will carry these songs and it would make you popular everywhere. Same thing everywhere. So in France, you had to play in the Zouk market, you had to play on Espace FM and Media Tropical. Hip hop, you had to play on Skyrock. In the US, if you played on Hot 97 in New York, it would make you a hip hop brand very fast. It was really like whatever was your art, and listen, it could be great music or bad music, but as long as you played in high rotation in a big radio, in a central place where everybody listened to the music, then you would have fans because, if people listen to you every day at a point, I'm a baby girl, they start humming the song and you have a hit. So who would make you a star would not really be the public. It would be the DJs and the radio stations. And then when you have a music video, it was the MTV, Trace TV, Channel O. Having a track that plays like every hour on Trace TV, for example, like On Dit Quoi back in 2003, changed the course of my music and made me a global brand. And I believe that the issue of most people nowadays is that they continue to believe that we are in this world where we are not in this world anymore. There are still people listening to the radio. There are still people watching TV. But most people, especially the last 2-3 generations, like I would start with my brother who's 36, I think. His generation, they don't know what it is to sit down and wait for something to play on the radio. They tend to go to YouTube and play what they want to see. If they want to see a music video, they just type the name of the song and it's available to play on YouTube. Why would they sit down on Trace TV or wait for whatever radio and listen to 3, 4, 5 songs that they are not interested in if they can directly listen to what they want on YouTube or Spotify or whatever? Queen, you can ask any question in the chat. When I'm done talking, I'll reply to them. So, I think the issue that a lot of artists are having today is that they still believe that we are in that world where you play music to a good DJ who has a show on the radio and it makes your song blow up. To an extent, it might still be true in some places, especially in Africa, where in some markets in Africa where the internet is not developed yet. But everywhere the internet is developed and everybody has not free but cheap unlimited access to the internet, it's not the same conversation, because people are in a kind of decentralized world and everybody is receiving. So listen, if I go to my Spotify, right? So this is my Spotify right now. My Spotify is playing my Club Shada playlist. But if I go to my home, you see, it is giving me a special home that is for me, with the music they believe I'm interested in, right? The podcast that I'm interested in. They recommend me stuff for today, and people that are a bunch of artists that I already know, artists that I started listening to, mixes just for me. So an Afrobeat mix with just Afrobeat, and this is just for me, made for Kaysha, meaning that if you go to your Spotify, you will have a completely different homepage, right? So every day you have a new mix made for me. So this is a mix for me, full of compa and kizomba, and if you look at this mix, more stuff, a lot of Angolan stuff, based on what I listen to. Brazilian music here, and most people, that's how they discover music today. Or they listen to playlists like my Kizomba playlist, where I have 200 songs that I change every week. And most people, that's how they discover music. So they don't discover music anymore in a centralized place, because now they have algorithms that are giving them options, and they click and play and they listen to what they want to listen to. And this changes the game for a lot of artists, because in reality, you would have more opportunity to have brand awareness if you have a song that is trending on TikTok or on shorts or reels, rather than playing on the radio. So now it is actually the public and the algorithms that are making or breaking artists. And if you don't understand this as a creator of whatever you do, paintings, NFTs, poetry, whatever you do, whatever your art is, if you don't understand how to get discovered in the world of today, then you might do the best music in the world and nobody knows, because there's millions like you who are uploading music, paintings, art, and everybody believe they are good. Everybody believe that they deserve to be heard. And there's only 24 hours in one day. So back in the days, you had gatekeepers that would decide, okay, we pick those 20 people and these ones are going to play. And they had a job. They were the editors in the radio station, the A&Rs in the record companies. You had people who would choose who was the lucky few that they believed in. And then the machine will do the rest. Now, it's you sending directly into the internet. Algorithms are showing to people, and people decide what they click on. An algorithm might sometimes say, yo, you really have to listen to this, because everybody that we know, listen, the algorithms, they know what everybody listens to. So if an algorithm know the 100 songs you prefer, and they also know 1,000 people who love exactly the same 100 songs, and now these 100 people or 1,000 people, they all like this new song, they will say, okay, these are the same profiles, you have to listen to this. And when you wake up, boom, they're sending you something, and you're like, oh yeah, I love it. And that's how it works. And I believe that a lot of artists are in despair right now because they are not trying to understand that part. And they are focused on, oh, man, it's an art thing. Listen, it can be an art thing, but you have to understand where you want to go. You want to go to the multitude, or you want to build your niche. It works as well. But if you build your niche, don't complain that you are not there in the multitude. And it's fine. Listen, as long as you're happy doing your art and you make your money, you should be cool and not care about what's happening outside. All right. Queen Me Exotic is saying, its uniqueness and sound plus lyrics, these artists as watering down the sound, everything sounded alike. For example, you mentioned on the Qua, I loved it because it sound unique. You hit play and your ears perks up and focuses in on that sound. Then you are more inclined to remember the song, even on Spotify and the Afrobeat playlist rarely save an artist unless the sound is unique. What you are saying is true, but I'm still lucky that back in the days, I had the only video that had a certain quality, and I was played on Trace TV and MTV Base and Channel O like crazy. And it was not a lot of other artists, because the problem in what you're saying is that you are focusing on the creativity and the art. And listen, that's what I do. I understand that. The problem here is that once you have created your art, nowadays it's so easy to make music that the market is saturated with tons and tons and tons and tons of people. And yeah, that's true. A lot of Afrobeat songs, these guys sound the same. They all do the same top line. A lot of urban pop in French, these guys sound the same. They all do they all do the same melody. Same thing for the Nigerians. A lot of them some of them are the inventors, and then there are a lot of bandwagons, people following the trends. Like, this is true. And it's the same everywhere. Kizomba, Zouk, house music, it's the same everywhere. The difference is, back in the days, when you were one of the lucky few, you didn't have that much competition. Nowadays, there's way too much people releasing way too much music. And nobody's gonna be an artist and tell other artists, hey, stop making music. The thing is, we are all competing for time. There's only 24 hours, and everybody is trying to get played. And there's 2 billion people that are music listeners on the platforms like Spotify or YouTube, etc. And yeah, listen, I don't know if On the Qua, if it came out today, would do the same that it did back in the days, because not only there's way too much choice in terms of music, But also, if my song had a little bit of traction, then there would be a ton of copies quick. When back in the days, not everybody was able to make music and mix the way we were able to mix and shoot a video that cost 10,000 euros. Nowadays, the same video on the Qua would cost, I don't know, 1,000 euros. You can do it with 1,000 euros, 2,000 euros. You can do it nowadays. Back in the days, this was shot on film. This was shot on we had a team of 10 people. Like, it costs a lot of money. Nowadays, you can do the same thing with technology. It's kind of easy to do it. And I'm not downplaying the work we did. I'm just saying that the world is different. And in a world that is different, even if you have a unique sound, you still have to be discovered. And yes, when people discover you and they're like, oh my God, this sound is unique, and they're happy. The problem is the discoverability here. And a lot of people have this problem. They're having a hard time being discovered, and they believe, yo, I don't understand. My sound is unique. Oh, I don't understand. My voice is amazing. And I'm like, yeah, but it's not enough anymore. It's not enough anymore, because you have to understand that you're going to feed the music to algorithms. The algorithms are looking for patterns. They are looking for people who already like what you do. So let's say you do a song, 88 BPM, the kicks are here, the snares are here. The algorithms are analyzing this, and they will check every song that they have that sound like this, with the same tempo, the same style, and then they will find the people who already like this style, and then they will give to them, they will feed them that music on Friday. And if you don't understand how it works, then you're going to be stuck like a lot of artists, complaining that, oh, I deserve more, I deserve to be heard because I'm amazing. And the algorithms have no emotion, they don't care. And the public have too much choice. Listen, when there's too much choice, the public tend to show you their true colors. You have no idea the amount of people telling me all the time, oh, why don't you do music anymore? When I do a track every Friday. And it used to be frustrating 10 years ago, and now it's not anymore, because I still have 1.5 million people listening to me every month. But I had to understand that the people who ask me, where am I, are the people who are looking for me on Trace TV, where I'm not. The people that are on Spotify, they know where I am. The people that are here on YouTube, they know where I am. But a lot of people, they go on YouTube, they like me, but when they turn on their YouTube, they don't see me, because the algorithms is not giving them what they want to see. You see what I mean? So that's where people have to understand this discovery problem if they want to survive this game. Queen Exotic is saying, Queen Me Exotic is saying, getting discovered is easier if you set yourself apart. All your songs, when you press play, hit you because you're curious where the song goes. Now I already know where the beat and cadence is going to go. Yes, but again, like I'm telling you, I had the chance to build my brand before that. A lot of people who start today, they didn't build a brand. And if they are unique in their sound, it's not going to matter if nobody discovers it. So it's like a chicken and egg problem. And listen, I'm not telling people, because that's not what I do. I'm not telling people follow what works so that the algorithms will help you. No, I'm telling you, you have to dance with the algorithms. You have to build your unique sound, but you have to understand that it might not take one song to make it. It might take 100 songs. And you have to build your public around your sound, just like I did. I've been doing this. I've been building my brand, my sound, my personality, my brand online outside of music, everything. I've been doing this for 30 years. A lot of people believe that in 6 months I'll be there. No, you have to be ready to build. You unique. Okay, cool. Build that unique sound. When you have 10 listeners, nurture these 10 listeners. Give them more to these 10 listeners. Then the platform will find another 20 that sound like these 10, that love the same sound as these 10. Then you have 30, then you have 60, then you have 100, then you have 500, then you have 1,000, then you have 5,000, and one day, what, like me, you have 1,000,005. And listen, today, oops, I did a mistake. Today, right? Today I have 1,000,005, right? But my goal is not 1,000,005. My new goal is 3,000,000. And after 3, it will be 5. And after 10, and after 5, it will be 10. And after 10, it will be 20. But I've been building that. And yeah, something going on has helped a lot. But I have a whole catalog of, if you see everything that I have released, this is just 2024. Look, all this page is released from 2024. The top here. Singles, one big album, and then all this is 2023. All these singles, collaborations, 2022, etc., etc. You have to build. And this is what a lot of people, they don't do. They just rest on the laurels of, I'm an amazing singer, or my sound is unique, or I deserve because XYZ. Because, and listen, nobody cares. That's the sad thing. And now, I'm going to give you another reason why people mess up their careers. Queen Me Exotic is saying, I agree. Build your brand plus all platform, and yes, nurture your listeners. Bring back diverse beats. Yeah. Nigeria really watered Afrobeat. It's pretty much a Zouk and Kizomba template. But yes, yeah, that's true. They just took everything and they call it Afrobeats. But hey, listen, it is what it is. That's the game. You have to understand that, yeah, some people will play the game in their way, and they will make sure that they do what they have to do to win the game, and that it is what it is. And now listen, now they do Amapiano, and they also call it Afrobeat. It's a branding thing, and they are amazing at the branding. They do the great music videos. They have the following, and you have to understand how to fight the game and how to hack the game. If you don't do it, it's not gonna work. Sipstrom, what up? Sip is saying, is your release strategy tailored to each platform in terms of which tracks are given more focus and where? No. Okay, this is what I do. Let me show you. Usually, for example, if I go to Spotify for artists, for example, I have this release that is coming. So upcoming release, Kitoko, right? So I have a few remixes of Kitoko. It's coming out in 2 days, right? And after that, I have another track, La Somme de l'Amour, coming. And what I do, I choose one of the remixes, and that's the one I chose the Bodhisattva remix, and that's the one I'm gonna pitch to Spotify a week before release. And when this song release, I'm gonna pitch this song, and I release the same song in every platform every Friday. So every Friday I release a new track. So actually, I have to record tonight and tomorrow. I'm going to record 2 songs or 3 songs for the week of May 24th and 31st. So I have 2 more songs that I'm going to release, and I'm going to record them probably tonight and then release them. Or I can also release an instrumental. Like I have tracks. I have a few tracks that are I just need to finish mixing. And what I do is I try to the difference with the music platforms is that every platform some tracks will be bigger in some platforms and bigger in some others. But for example, when you have a platform like TikTok that is making for example a song like Something Going On huge, it become huge in every platform. So my strategy is kind of platform agnostic. My strategy is just I release a track every Friday, and for a week I push the track, and after that I let the public and the algorithm handle themselves. If you want to make the song a hit, you go make the song a hit. If you don't care. It's up to you. Like if the song has low. So if you look, for example, let me go back to Spotify for artists. So this is just for Spotify, but it might be different for other tracks, right? But if you look at music, for example, and you take my top songs, so this is my top 200 songs, right? My smallest song makes, is that streams? Yeah. So 200, you have 3 remixes of Your Loving that I'm making around 200 streams per day, right? Then I have some songs that make 1,000 streams per day. Good Life 2005, this song is 19-year-old. And then I Won't Sleep Alone, this one is 3 weeks old. And then you have some songs that make 10,000 streams a month. So Je sais qui elle est, this is one of my classic. And Malembe Malembe came out 4 years ago, or 5 years ago. And then you have some songs that make 15,000 streams a month, like Supernova, this came out in 2018. Or you have One Love that makes 26,000 streams a month, and then you have Something Going On that makes 60, and then you have the big TikTok banger that make 2 million streams. Like just the top 3 here, you have 5 million streams a month, just from the top 5, right? So to me, the thing is with these 5 songs here, these 5 remixes of the same song, I already make so 2.2 plus 1, that's 4. Yeah, bro, I already make 5 times 3,000 already just from these. I make 15,000 euros just from these 5 here. So now everything else to me is, yeah, go fight between yourselves, songs. All these are my songs. And listen, this is just the top 200. I have a lot more. And from time to time, you're going to have one that will just blow up, like Havana Bossa Nova. And back in the days, they were just fighting in the 60, 50,000 range. Now you have these ones that I don't know who's going to beat them. But now my objective now is, how do I make 10 songs that make these numbers? If I make 10 songs that make these numbers, I would make 20 times 3,000, which is 60,000 euros every month. These are my calculation. This is the game I'm playing. Other people, they only make maybe 200 streams a month. So the goal is, how do I reach here? And most people, they believe that they're gonna reach on where I am by just having talent. No, you must have talent. You must also have a strategy, and you must also work hard and release. Because listen, I could just not release nothing. I'm still gonna make a ton of money every month. But me, I'm trying to multiply by 10 what I make. And listen, 5 years ago, I was making probably 5 times less, and I was working on making what I do today. And today I'm working on making 10 times. So then you have to look at what are the playlists that are playing your song, the algorithmic ones and the ones that belong to Spotify, and then the one that belong to the public. And look, I'm in 326,000 playlists. I used to be in 1,000 playlists and I was super happy. But it's a question of going up the levels. And there's your really song. So you see, my new song is the Real Love that I will play at the end of this show. It made 5,000 streams, and then the one before it makes 7,000, and then in terms of numbers, you arrive to big numbers just by having a lot of songs, but by keeping the quality. And I'm not saying this is the only strategy. I'm saying that I started this strategy because I said to myself, so wait a minute, I have the talent, I have the quality, I have the uniqueness. But back in the days, I was alone in Europe being able to release music. When today, competition comes from everywhere. Anybody, everywhere in the globe can put music in the same place as me. So I cannot just say to myself, listen, I'm good, I have my home studio. No, I have to nurture my public and continue giving them good music. And listen, I'm in a great place because I don't even have to do what I do. It's just because I have the drive and I'm ambitious. But I could just sit down and look the money fall. But me, that's not me. I'm like, okay, if I make 45K per quarter, how do I make 400K per quarter? That's me. Other people might be happy where I am. Me, no, I'm always pushing for the next thing. So I really try to do a release strategy, and because everybody in the platforms, they just do what they want. So you just push the music. What up, PN? Oh, good. Queen is asking, why don't you stream on Twitter and Twitter Spaces as well? I don't think you can stream on Twitter Space. You can, but you can do Twitter Spaces. I did some, but listen, you cannot do everything at a point. I think I'm going to focus on YouTube and TikTok. Twitter Spaces, I just go there for crypto. PN is asking, could you take us through your recording process from the moment you decide to create a song or a remix? I would listen. I have a lot of live studio sessions, so you just, when the live is over, you can just go to this channel and you just look for a playlist, or you just type studio session Kaysha, and you will see how I do it, because I have a lot of them that I documented since in the last 20 years. Christine, bisous. Thank you so much. Révélation 2212. Telephone is 100. Thank you so much. PN, what was your mindset when you created one of the most popular of your songs? What do you think make those songs still popular on streaming? My mindset was, well, listen, I was just telling my story, probably talking about a girl or talking about somebody that I have a feeling for. And why are they popular? It depends. Some of them is nostalgia. Some of them is just because the algorithms are presenting it to the people. Some of them is because my sound is unique and I built a public that put my songs in playlist. And some of them it's because of TikTok. Sometimes a lot of people are doing videos on one of your songs, and then after that everybody go to YouTube or Spotify to listen to them after shazaming them. So, and some tracks are now iconic. They are part of culture. So some people, they grew up on the song. Some people, their mothers used to listen to the song, so they just get passed on from generation to generation. Queen Me Exotic is saying, I remember where exactly I was the day Something Going On drop. Wow, amazing. That's beautiful. Listen, Something Going On is crazy because it's the only song in my album that is not mixed. It's the only one that I lost the files of when I did the beat. It's the only one where the file got corrupted, so I could not track it at the studio. This is the only one that was. It's just a mix down from my home studio. And when I did the mastering, the guy told me this is the best mix, and I was like, what? And actually, Something Going On became a hit because it's the track a month before my album dropped. I put it for free on the internet. And that's the song. Like I would call it, every time I would do an album, I would call it the sacrifice song, where I would just be, listen, let me send a track for free to everybody, and hopefully it becomes a hit, and it will give people the will to go buy the CD. And that's exactly what I would do. I would have a special file on Kaysha.com called Kaysha.com/Goldorak. That would be the folder. And in there, I would just go on Kaysha.com and say, hey, listen, free song. And then after that, all the radio took the song, and then it became one of my biggest hits. I've been singing the song forever. And then thank you to DJ Benji Mix and Just Gertie and G Mix and Jello Keys, who did a beautiful Compa Guyade edit of the original track. It took off on TikTok and then gave the song a whole new dimension with a bunch of people who never heard Kizomba, never heard Compa, never heard that. They just banging the song, and you have like so many trends now on TikTok that, and listen, you can just on this channel, I have a video where I'm discovering all the trends on TikTok. So you just type, I think there's a video called Something Going On Trends, or I don't remember what it is, but where I'm looking at the trends already in 2021, and it just keeps going up and up and up. Like, it's crazy. So it's beautiful to have done a song like this, and now to have listen, there's some crazy like this. Came aboard when you first put that one out. Wow, beautiful. Great mindset. Thank you so much. Look who we have in the house. My brother Philippe Ibinga. This guy is the one who directed the music video for Ondikwa. Feel really like he did it, like that lateral shot. That's whole is composition. So he's also part of the success of that song. So everybody say big up to Philippe Ibinga. All right, let me I still have 10-15 minutes live, so I'm gonna give you another one of my opinions on why artists end up losing their way. And this one is actually tricky. So listen, a big reason why but Philip, why are you awake at this time, actually, Philippe? Why are you awake at this time? Huh? Look at him in this photo. He looks like James Bond. Felipe. Revelation say, growing up in Brussels, we couldn't have a house party, going to the club without having songs from Kaysha playing. That was a good time. Yeah, listen, I'm really lucky that I'm part of everybody's youth. My music is so. This is probably the reason why the discovery for me is not needed anymore, and it makes a difference. And to answer the question of PN, who was asking why do I believe that my songs are still popular on streaming, it's just because of that. A lot of people grew up and my songs were in every party. Espère LC, bonsoir, bonsoir, bonsoir. So the last thing, right? The last reason why I believe artists lose their way is because they tend to, a lot of artists, they tend to forget something that we say in French, right? It's something we say in French that is let me send a message to a friend. Amiga, tenho que te entrevistar no meu show live. Tu live agora e tu a te mandar essa mensagem live, mas temos que fazer. So as I was saying, all right, I'm gonna call you in a second then. Stay put. Oh, what is she saying?
Mas no TikTok tu estás a receber.
I'm gonna reply when I'm done being live. So, listen. We have a say in French that says, on ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. You don't change a team that wins. And there's a lot of artists that are struggling today that used to be big. And if you look at, it's easy to talk about the future when it didn't happen yet. But if you can look back now, you can see that a lot of people, they had a team when it worked, and then they changed teams, or they had a fight with their team members or their producer, whoever did the first hit, and it stops working there. And that's why we say that. On ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. If it's working, don't change. Don't go look for how it is outside or with other people, or other people who now all of a sudden they want to work with you because it's working. Listen, stay with the people who believed in you from the beginning. And I see a lot of artists, they're crying right now about, this is such and such and such and such and such and such and such did this to me and whatever, and they're walking on the beach listen. He was working with a certain team in a certain configuration. And at that point, you guys had the connection with God when you guys were in that exact configuration. Soon as you change one little thing in here, one person leaves, all of a sudden the connection is lost. And sometime you might find a connection again with another team. But a lot of times you never find it again. And I was having a conversation with a very famous Zouk artist. And she was telling me, yeah, me, I suffered because of this and that and and people don't understand that which happened. And then I was like, listen, sis, I understand everything you're telling me. But there's something that a lot of you, and you are doing it right now, a lot of you are not able to look in their own past and look in their own action and understand, yeah, listen, there's a part of luck, there's a part of destiny, there's a part of other people's action. But you have to always ask yourself, what did I do? What did I change that took me out of the path and I lost myself? And if you are not able to do this, you keep looking for excuses. You keep looking for places to point your fingers. And look, like there's a bunch of artists. I'm like, listen, this girl was telling me, yeah, but and listen, I was like, listen, I understand. The guy was fucking buff of you. I understand. The guy was a narcissistic pervert. I understand. There was a lot of drama. But as unfair as it can look, you still change a team that was winning. And you have to understand that you decided to turn something that was a business into something that was personal and mix everything. And because of that, the team that was winning disbanded. And this is your responsibility. And as long as you are not understanding what are your responsibilities in you not having success anymore, then all you do is be grumpy, angry, and say that the whole world is everybody's fault, and you never look at your own mistakes. And I told her to her face, I said, listen, you should never have involved yourself with that person because of that action here. And I cannot give you the exact thing because it's stuff that is personal to them. But because of you involving yourself personally in that, you actually are responsible for destroying 4 careers. Yours, this one, that one, and that one. And because of that, the team that win, l'équipe qui gagne, everybody went their separate way, believing that everybody was way too big to fail, and you all failed because the public, when they love a sound, they want the sound. Listen, there was a girl. I did her first album with the sound, my sound. After that, she thought she was too big to fail. So she went and she did a second album without me and without the sound. And you know what happened? It failed. You know why? On ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. Some people, I did their first song. There was a group in 1996. They signed to Sony Music because of my song that I did. I did the beat. They were a group of rappers, 3 girls. They signed to Sony Music thanks to my beat. We all went there. They served us champagne. We signed a contract. So I thought I would do all the beats in the album because I was the beat maker that made them sign through my song. And you know what they did when they arrived at Sony? They stopped calling me. And you know what the people at Sony told them? They told them, don't worry, we don't need that guy. We have a bunch of guys that you can work with that are in our roster. Yeah, work with him and him and him. And me, I was like, wow, 1996. And you know what happened? They failed. You know why? On ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. Don't change a team that wins. If because of my track you sign to Sony Music, you must at least do half of the album with me. Because the people who bought your first single, they also bought my sound. You don't want? Goodbye. 2007, I do On a changé for les DS and Danse avec moi. Writing, composing, beats with the Kaysha sound, the Candy Zouk sound. The album comes out, becomes a hit. We sell, we generate €1 million. And then Lila, who was the singer in Les DS, she does her solo album. And now she has a new boyfriend and a new manager and a bunch of new people telling her, hey, we don't need Kaysha, his husband. Let's take you to the 21st century. And she did her first album. And you know what happened? It failed. You know why? Because there was no Kaysha sound in there. Because on ne change pas une équipe qui fucking gagne. And I have 1,000 examples like this one. 1,000 examples. Listen, I had this girl. I'm not going to name people because I'm not trying to create beef. I'm just telling facts. I'm here and I have this girl that I've been working for a long time, and she's now in her 30s, and you know, she's trying to compete with people who are 20, who are just arriving and who have the buzz, the exciting. And she make me listen to a track, and I tell her that's not a hit, first of all, and second of all, that's not what you need. Because in a career, you only have 3 phases. Listen to me. In a career, you only have 3 phases. The moment where you have the buzz and you are launching, then the apogee when you are just on cruise mode, and then the moment when you are going back down. And sometimes you can control when, but most time you don't control because it's the public. Listen, a girl that is 15 years old, who is obsessed by you, she sleeps listening to your music, she loves you, she have your posters, she wish she was your girlfriend, she's gonna dream of you maybe until she's 18, 19. At 20, she meets her future husband. She falls in love with this guy. She loves him to death. All the love she used to have for you, maybe 80% of this love is now going to her boyfriend. It's normal. And there's nothing you can do about it. It's life. After a point, they have 2 babies. Do you believe that she has time for you now and your songs? Yeah, she will come to your shows when she can, but now she has kids. Maybe she has a job now. She's 25. By the time she's 35, her kids are in school. Maybe she has 3 of them. Maybe she divorced the boyfriend and she has too much stuff to do. She has work and whatever, and she has other things to do other than thinking about the tracks that you do that she grew up with. And it doesn't mean that she stopped loving you. It's just that, yeah, she respects you, but she has a life to take care of. By the time she's 45, The kids are grown, they have their job, she's fine, she have her job, she's cool, and all of a sudden she comes back to your shows. You know why? Because she's less busy. And now you are part of her nostalgia. So there's a thing. You don't control all that, because all you can control is your output, the music you do. You can control that. But you cannot control how people react to it. If they react to it like crazy in there when they are 15, 17, 18, that's amazing. But it doesn't mean that when they are 40 or 30, they will react the same way, because they are also on the path of their own lives. And maybe one day they just get tired of your music. It happens. So what I was telling to this artist was, you are not here. She was telling me, she was talking to me about artists like Kim, like Fanny G. And I was like, yo, they are 18 years old. You are not supposed to compete with people who are 18 years old. What we are supposed to do is write for them, give them some beats so that these people, when they arrive here, they make us money. You are here already. Your goal is not to go there. So you are not competing with the people who are here going up. Leave them alone. It's their time. They are in the age where you were 10 years ago. If you're here, we have to find a way to keep you here. Or maybe go up, or at least stay here. To stay on cruise control, you don't need the same songs that people who are doing this. And as I was explaining this to her, she got frustrated. And she told me, you are not supporting me. I was like, huh? Oh, now why? Me? I'm not supporting you? She was like, yeah. And I was like, so what you want to do? And she told me, I'm going to go work with this team there. And I told her, on ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. And she told me, I'm still going to do it. So she went to work with another team. And you know what happened? She did that. And she didn't do that. She did that. Full crash. Because she did the wrong song. I told her it, even if she was working with the other team, she came to me asking me for my opinion, and I told her, this is not the right song that you're doing. You don't need to do it. And I told her, listen, this is the vision. At your age, at your time in your career, what you need to do is 5 songs. 5 songs like this, like this, like this. Let me call Ali Angel, Frédéric Wirtz, myself. Let me call Thierry Delaney, and prepare you 5 songs, and we're going to release a track every 3 months. And we're going to put them on the internet. So listen, this conversation is 2010. And I'm saying, we're going to put everything on the internet. We don't need to release CDs. And she was like, not release CDs. He's crazy, this guy. I was like, listen, this is the future. And you know what? I told her, let's come to Portugal. We can shoot 3 videos for the price of 1. And she went to the other team, and the other team said, you see, he doesn't have money. That's why he wants to go shoot in Portugal. We're going to shoot you 1 video for the price of his 3 videos. And she followed the other team. And then she crashed. On ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. Listen, I have thousands of stories like this, thousands. And I really realized that a lot of artists, they don't realize that. You have a lot of people, they don't even realize the hits they have. They only believe that they had hits because of themselves. They don't understand that they are, listen, I can say that something going on the original version is a hit because of my own work, because I was the one who wrote it, composed it, produced it, and mixed it. But still, Ravi was there when I was recording it, so he was there, helping with the direction. It's a team effort. But at least I can say that there's a lot of songs that I did alone here in my home studio. But still, there's also the part of the public. There's also the part of the DJs. You're never alone. But if you listen to all these people, listen, there's one these days, she's walking on the beach and calling out everybody. But if you listen to everything she says, she believes that she did everything on her own. And she's like not a long list of artists. They don't realize that the reason why it worked was because of the team they had around at the time. It doesn't mean that they are not talented, but talent alone is not enough. There's a bunch of talented people who are singing in the metro in New York. You have to acknowledge who was the team behind a certain song, a certain party, a certain moment in time that was perfect when you touch the connection to God. And if you cannot recognize it, then you become like a bunch of these fallen angels, angry, always calling out people, angry at everybody, pissed off, full of ingratitude, aigri. This is because you are not able to realize that you've never been alone in this. And listen, I'm not saying there's only one team that can win. But listen, when it works, before you leave, wait for the formula to stop working. If you can do 10 songs, 20 songs, 30 songs, 50 songs with the team as it works, do as much as you can. And then when your public says, hey, we start kind of tired, now you can go do something else. But a lot of people, they in a hurry to change. And you know what? Because a lot of them, they are not really doing what they wanted to do in the first place. They're here with a team, but in reality, they wanted to do something else, and they end up, going down faster than they should have. It is what it is. Revelation is saying it is true. Some artists literally disappeared overnight. Yeah, listen. I'm going to tell you one thing that I always say. It is actually harder to come back from a hit than to come back from a song that everybody ignored. Because if you do 20 songs here on this level, right? It's okay, there's no stress. But if, let's say, you have your first song here, now everything you will do after that is going to be compared to that. And it's hard because you feel the pressure to deliver again on a hit. If you never do a hit, you might actually have a long career and you might do 500 songs and live cool doing your shows and doing your things. It is always hard to do a hit song, a hit party, a hit festival, a hit, whatever it is. If you have it, let's say you make a party and there's like 1,000 people in your party. Now everybody is expecting every party to have 1,000 people. And now you're running after the 1,000 people when in reality you could do 300 and be fine. And everybody makes their money and everybody enjoy the party. And so you have to treat a hit as an accident. If you don't, there you go, running after it. Listen, none of my hits, none of them, listen to me, none of them were planned. I never was like, oh, this is a hit. On dit quoi? Listen, it was track 11 in the album. Nobody thought it would be a hit. Listen, I do mixtures, I try stuff, I put them in music, and I let the public decide. And if they love it, they love it. If they don't love it, at least I love it. If they make it a hit, cool. If they don't make it a hit, cool. If 1 million people love it, amazing. If 1,000 people love it, amazing as well. And if you take music like this, it becomes fun. If you start saying, listen, I have the talent, I'm unique, I'm so X, I'm so Y, I'm so Z, what's going to happen is you're putting pressure on yourself. It has to work because I'm X, Y, Z. No, the public will do what the public will do. There's nothing you can do. Yes, you can put all the chances on your side, but still, in the end, the public will decide. And sometimes, listen, it's a confluence of things. Sometimes, for whatever reason, it takes, and sometimes it doesn't take for reasons that have nothing to do with it was a good song or the public was there. Listen, sometimes something else happened. A war breaks out, and all of a sudden, nobody cares about your song because you release it on the wrong day. This happens as well. Hey, what are we gonna do? What it do? M4. Oh, Maynard, I guess. Queen is saying you landed your sound and people took your sound a lot back then. Oh, listen, I'm still doing it. I'm still DJ Rock. What up, my brother? How you doing? 371 episodes and you still didn't come here. That's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, listen, this is what I had for you tonight. Let me just wait. Let me call this guy quick. I said I would call him. Let me see, where is he? Let me see. Let me just call Philippe, who he disappeared already from the... Est-ce que tu es encore en train de nous écouter?
I said I would call him.
Ah, tu es en train de nous écouter?
Bah oui. Let me see.
Bon, il faut que tu coupes le live pour pas qu'on entende la boucle.
Attends 2 secondes. Attends, je coupe. Attends, je le coupe. Ouais, c'est bon.
Ouais, donc. All right.
Je suis là. Mais je parle en français, hein, parce que là, je suis fatigué. Là. Bah ouais, je suis fatigué, là. Je suis dans mon lit et tout. Là. Je vais pas faire d'efforts. Prochaine fois, avec la caméra, je parlerai en anglais.
I thought you were a guy from the West Coast.
Ah, fous-moi le camp. Ah putain, là, tu m'as eu. Ah, putain. Ça se paye. Tu vas me payer ça.
Everybody in the chat, dites bonjour à Philippe. Where is this guy? Wait. Attends une seconde, il y a quelqu'un qui m'appelle. Bouge pas. Oh. What? This guy.
Yo.
I'm live on YouTube. Don't say something stupid.
Huh?
I'm live on YouTube. Everybody is listening to you. Don't say something stupid or something that could incriminate you.
So where do I start?
No. Don't stop. I'm calling you in 10 minutes. I'm almost done.
Who do you want me to call first?
Yo, no, not today. No.
Who do you want me to point the finger
first.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Hell no.
Huh?
Let me call you in 10 minutes.
Just tell me.
No,
I can start a war right now.
No, thank you. No, thank you. There's enough going on. I'll call you in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Peace. Oh, these people want to ruin my life. Starting war on my life.
Yo.
Oui, Philippe. Alors,
Oui.
tu as le bonjour de PN. Il a dit
PN.
PN. Il dit hello Phil. Drake est le meilleur.
Drake, c'est personne. Déjà, pour commencer. on va mettre l'église au milieu du village. C'est un chanteur de kermesse.
Oh my God.
Voilà. Et fâchez-vous, c'est pas mon problème.
DJ Rock, I'll call you after this night.
Insultez-moi.
Écoute.
Faites ce que vous voulez.
Écoute. Tu ne peux pas
Oui.
aller aussi loin dans tes dires.
Pourquoi pas?
Parce que quelqu'un qui est un des plus grands streamers, tu peux pas l'appeler chanteur de kermesse juste parce que tu es pour la West Coast.
C'est même le plus grand streamer, même, il me semble.
Oui, non, je crois que Taylor Swift est...
Non, Taylor Swift est au-dessus, mais parmi les rappeurs, je crois que c'est le rappeur qui stream.
Ah oui, si. En rap, si on l'appelle rappeur, il a 82 millions de personnes tous les mois.
Si on l'appelle rappeur.
En the worldwide, il est vraiment...
Oui, c'est le rappeur le plus... Enfin, en tout cas, à ce qui paraît, c'est un rappeur. Donc voilà, parmi les rappeurs, c'est celui qui stream le plus.
Mais qu'est-ce que Drake t'a fait?
Je n'aime pas son attitude, en fait.
PN, il a dit c'est Patrick.
Ah Ok. Ok,
Donc,
je l'embrasse.
Patrick dit, qu'est-ce que tu as contre notre Drake national?
En fait, j'aime pas son attitude. Comme je t'ai expliqué quand on parlait entre nous, j'aime pas son attitude en fait. Je trouve que c'est quelqu'un qui est très imbu de sa personne, que ce soit dans le travail avec les différents artistes avec qui il a collaboré, ou même quand
Shada.
Il transpire vraiment une attitude de médiocre en fait, et c'est ça qui est très marrant parce que mais oui, je suis désolé, il a une attitude de mec médiocre, de gens petits en fait, et c'est très marrant parce que il a une musique qui est quand même bien soignée, il faut le reconnaître. Moi après bon, ça me dit pas grand chose, mais quand même il faut reconnaître que oui, il a une musique qui est bien soignée.
Mais pourquoi tu dis qu'il a une attitude de médiocre?
Bah, écoute, je t'ai expliqué ce qui s'est passé avec Wizkid. Déjà, entre autres, ce qui s'est même passé avec... déjà au départ avec Kendrick Lamar. Voilà, c'est un mec... et Michael Jackson, surtout. Il se prend pour Michael Jackson. Attends, mais ça te choque pas, toi? Le gars, non, moi, je...
Attends, laisse-moi regarder une chose, vite fait. Laisse-moi aller sur Spotify.
Oui.
Je vais regarder combien de personnes écoutent Michael Jackson. Je fais l'avocat du diable. Donc, 82 millions pour Drake.
Je t'en prie.
82 millions pour Drake. Michael Jackson a 41 millions de personnes qui l'écoutent tous les mois. Je sais que c'est pas la même époque, mais en termes de stream, si je sais que les streams, c'est pas des ventes. On est bien d'accord. On n'est pas dans le même monde. Mais quand même, on arrive à un niveau où le gars génère... il a des chansons... One Dance a 3 milliards de streams. 3 milliards de streams, c'est des centaines de millions. Je veux dire, c'est pas un petit artiste. C'est tout ce que je veux dire par là. Je ne dis pas que... ça.
À quel moment j'ai dit que c'était un petit artiste?
Non, tu dis que tu as... Excuse-moi, Phil. Everybody, sorry for those who don't speak French, but the show just changed language.
Ce soir, je suis fatigué.
Listen. Quand tu dis que quelqu'un, c'est un chanteur de kermesse, excuse-moi, respect à tous les chanteurs de kermesse, mais tu appelles ça, tu rapetisses un peu sa carrière.
Non, quand je dis chanteur de kermesse, c'est qu'il chante, tu vois, pour les petites filles, tu vois, ce genre de trucs, quoi. C'est ça que je veux dire.
Mais,
Voilà.
comment ça? Mais ça, c'est. Tu es un peu, comment dirais-je. Tu es un peu. Comment dirais-je? Tu commences à mettre à décider qui a le droit de chanter comment.
Ah non, 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 non. Moi, je décide, non. Alors, on va être bien d'accord ce soir et pour le reste de notre vie. Moi, quand je
Qu'est-ce qu'il a dit pour le reste de notre vie?
Ouais, moi quand je parle pour moi. Je parle pas pour le peuple. Le peuple, il fait ce qu'il veut. Le peuple est souverain. Comme tu l'as dit tout à l'heure, le public qui décide.
Oui.
Le public, il fait ce qu'il veut. Moi, jamais je dirais que le public... non, le public, il fait ce qu'il veut. C'est le patron. Et je peux même te dire que quand j'ai fait mon école de cinéma, le premier jour, le directeur, il m'a dit, Philippe, il n'y a qu'un seul patron. Le public, le public, le public. Et encore le public. Le public, il fait ce qu'il veut. Moi, je parle pour moi. Je parle pour moi. J'ai quand même le droit. C'est vrai que maintenant, on peut plus rien dire. On peut plus rien dire. Mais j'ai quand même le droit de parler pour moi. Moi, je parle pas pour tout le monde. Je parle pour moi.
Patrick,
Moi,
Patrick dit, je préfère Kendrick, même si le dernier épisode de Diss Track n'est pas top.
Moi, j'ai envie même de dire que franchement, ces personnes-là ne savent pas faire des diss tracks. Mais bon, c'est pas... Ça, c'est encore un autre débat. Moi, nous, là, on vient des années 90, on sait que les diss tracks, c'est pas comme ça. Hein. C'est... diss track, tu détruis ton adversaire.
Eater.
Tu dois le détruire. Là, enfin, bref, on est dans autre chose. Le rap a évolué, il faut accepter. Hein. Mais bon, moi, c'est pas mon truc. Non, enfin, tout ça pour dire que moi, je parle pour moi.
Oui.
Mon ressenti à moi. Moi, je parle pas pour tout le monde. Je dis pas que ce que je dis moi, c'est la vérité absolue. Mais c'est ma vérité à moi. Et ça compte.
Donc, ta vérité à toi, c'est que Drake ne vaut pas tout le...
Ah non, il vaut pas toute la hype qu'il y a autour de lui, il le vaut pas. Après, ça veut pas dire que c'est pas un grand artiste.
Tu ne crois pas que il a des albums qui sont des classiques of the...
Non, alors là, non. Faut arrêter.
Non, If You're Reading This, It's Too Late.
Non, ce sont des... Attends.
Marvin's
Je vais
Room.
être honnête. Et ce soir, je vais te faire plaisir, je vais arrêter l'hypocrisie.
Ah, tu avoues que tu es un hypocrite. Merci.
Ouais, un peu. mais quand même, là, on est en public. J'ai pas envie de voilà. Bon, bref. On est en public quand même, là. Donc, je vais arrêter d'être hypocrite. Écoute, c'est un grand artiste. Même s'il y a 20 personnes qui écrivent pour lui, c'est un grand artiste, un bon interprète.
Okay.
Il sait bien s'entourer. Et ça, je pense que pour ajouter un peu ce que tu disais tout à l'heure, pour rebondir sur le sujet principal, on ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. Je pense qu'effectivement, un artiste intelligent, c'est quelqu'un qui sait s'entourer. Drake, visiblement, il sait s'entourer. Et ça, on ne peut pas lui enlever. Ses albums, ce sont de très bons albums. Mais de là à dire que c'est des albums classiques, je parle de moi. Hein. Je ne parle pas par rapport au Billboard, tout ça. Moi, je suis pas d'accord, personnellement. Quand je dis ça, ça veut pas dire que c'est nul. C'est juste que, bon, je trouve que c'est un peu exagéré. Aujourd'hui, tout est magnifique. Non, je suis pas d'accord. Je trouve il y a matière à discuter quand même. Mais quand je dis ça, ça veut pas dire que la personne est nulle. Non, je suis pas d'accord. Il est pas nul. C'est juste que aujourd'hui, tout se vaut, quoi. Comme, tu vois, on parle des streams. Il fait plus de streams que Michael Jackson, donc, selon lui, en plus, hein, il est plus grand que Michael Jackson. Non, à un moment donné, il faut arrêter la kermesse. Là, par contre, là c'est la kermesse. Là, c'est la kermesse.
Non, il faut que personne ne se compare à Michael Jackson, il faut arrêter.
Non, personne ne peut...
Personne ne peut se comparer à Michael Jackson, même si tu streams. Le gars, il a vendu 100 millions d'albums, de CD à 25 € l'album. Donc, pardon. Calmez-vous tous.
Mais oui, personne ne peut se comparer à Michael Jackson. Et c'est quand même grave quand tu vas sur l'Instagram de Drake, mais c'est grave quand même. Le mec, il non seulement il se compare, mais pour lui, il est au-dessus. Et j'ai envie de lui dire, mais tonton, mais t'as fait quoi pour être au-dessus de Michael Jackson? Ok, t'es Drake, ok, pas de problème, mais t'as fait quoi? T'as révolutionné quoi, toi? Michael Jackson, C'est une révolution à lui tout seul. À lui tout seul. Voilà pourquoi j'aime pas Drake. En fait, t'as compris, c'est parce que il a touché à Michael. Et il y a une semaine, il y a 10 jours, qu'est-ce qu'il a fait? Il a pris la voix de Tupac Shakur, de Snoop. Il a fait un morceau pour attaquer Kendrick Lamar. Non, ça, par contre, ça, non. Ça, c'est un crime de lèse-majesté. Et en plus, il fait dire des choses à Tupac, c'est inadmissible.
Est-ce que le Gabon est dans la West Coast?
Je suis né à l'ouest du Gabon.
Nous avons ta sœur gabonaise, Queen Me exotique ici. Non, vous tuez en
C'est bon
famille.
en plus. Je suis né à l'ouest du Gabon.
Respect à LC a dit Drake is a Barbie rapper. Damn! Yo!
Mais oui, il a raison.
Yo! Vous allez loin quand même. A Barbie rapper?
Non, mais Kaysha, tu sais, je vais te dire, non, blague à part, sérieusement. Tu sais pourquoi tout le monde l'aime pas? Enfin, beaucoup de gens ne l'aiment pas. C'est à cause de son attitude. Il a une attitude vraiment. C'est même plus de l'arrogance là. Sincèrement, il n'aurait pas cette attitude. Je pense que tout le monde même serait derrière lui là, à l'heure qu'il est. Mais il a une attitude tellement méprisable que ouais, il ne fait qu'accumuler les haters. Tu te rends compte que là, le morceau qu'il a sorti contre Kendrick Lamar a plus de dislikes que de likes en ce moment sur YouTube. C'est pour te dire à quel point il a rêvé des gens qui ne l'aiment pas.
Ça peut être la deuxième entaille à son armure, après celle de Pusha T. Il est possible que ça soit une entaille à son armure.
Mais oui.
Parlons.
Non, mais c'est un gars.
Oui.
C'est un gars. Moi, encore une fois, tu vois un artiste, moi j'ai gardé ce truc de gamin. En plus, c'est marrant. Tu parlais tu prenais tout à l'heure quand tu parlais là tu prenais des exemples donc d'une jeune femme qui, quand elle a 15 ans, elle tombe amoureuse du chanteur. Et ben moi, à mon âge aujourd'hui, c'est pareil. Moi, j'ai besoin c'est un coup de foudre moi avec un artiste. Si l'artiste il a un comportement qui cadre pas avec mes convictions, mes valeurs, c'est pas possible. Tu peux être talentueux comme tu veux, ça passe pas. Ça passe pas. Moi, j'ai besoin de tout épouser, en fait. Soit je prends tout, même avec tes défauts, soit je prends rien. Je suis comme ça. Tu vois, toi, par exemple. Toi, par exemple,
oui.
Moi, je prends tout.
Écoute,
même si tu me fais chier.
Personne n'est parfait, mais j'aimerais t'emmener un peu ailleurs, comme tu es né au Gabon.
Oui.
Tu sais, ça fait un moment que je réfléchis à commencer à réfléchir. Tu sais, en fait, je pense nous, en plus, qui savons le vrai coût des choses dans un monde digital, on pense toujours que ça va coûter tellement plus cher de faire des documentaires et des choses comme ça. Dans les différents projets que j'ai en tête, à part le documentaire sur la kizomba, le zouk et le compas, pardon, petit à petit, je commence à me dire, je voudrais aussi faire un truc sur la rumba.
Ouais, génial ça.
Tu vois, la rumba congolaise, et je me disais, toi qui as quand même fait le clip de On dit quoi, qui est ton meilleur clip, je me dis,
Pas faux.
est-ce qu'il n'y a pas une carte à jouer au niveau du Gabon? Un documentaire, c'est-à-dire, je sais pas, par exemple, sur le rap au Gabon, par exemple. L'histoire du rap au Gabon, par exemple. Tu vois, les V2A4, les machins.
V2A4, ah oui, ça peut être intéressant, bien sûr.
Tu vois, c'est-à-dire, je commence à réfléchir à...
Ah oui, c'est intéressant, bien
parce
sûr.
Que
bien sûr.
on est dans une époque, c'est très intéressant, parce qu'on est dans une époque où tout est documenté sur les réseaux sociaux. Tout est filmé. Tout est, tu vois, à coup de petites 15 secondes, de shorts, de reels, de stories. Tout est documenté. Mais en même temps, rien n'est documenté. Parce qu'il n'y a pas de... Il n'y a pas de narrative. Il n'y a pas tu vois, quelqu'un qui explique, voilà. Et qui va voir tu vois, les légendes de l'époque. Leur poser des questions.
Franchement, c'est intéressant. Non,
Et
non,
ça coûte pas cher de venir avec une caméra et une lumière de nos jours. C'est juste, finalement, qu'est-ce qui coûte cher? C'est les avions et les hôtels.
Les avions, et puis la bouffe, c'est tout. Hein.
Avion, bouffe, hôtel et tout ça, ça peut être sponsorisé. Et je pense que... Et puis,
avec un iPhone 15, une Lite, c'est bon.
Non, quand même pas un iPhone. On est quand même des gens sérieux.
Mais,
non, c'est vrai qu'avec un iPhone, tu fais des vrais trucs.
iPhone 15, mon gars, tu te rends pas compte.
Je sais, j'en ai un. Mais tu vois, il y a beaucoup de gens dont c'est le travail d'aller voir le centre le CNC, et de débloquer des budgets pour ces trucs. Et en vérité, moi je pense qu'on dort sur ces choses-là. Car...
Franchement, c'est une bonne idée. J'avoue. Hein.
Ah oui?
Ah non, j'avoue. Effectivement, faire un doc sur le rap au Gabon, c'est intéressant.
Mais oui.
Ouais, bien sûr.
Même les origines de la rumba, par exemple.
Ah oui, ça c'est...
Les origines, c'est-à-dire, tu sais, quand les gens pensent à la rumba, ils pensent au Congo, mais ils oublient aussi qu'il y a aussi certaines des origines de la rumba en République centrafricaine.
Oui.
Tu vois, et il faut voir aussi de comment tout ça arrive, etc. Je sais qu'il y a des documentaires, mais il y a un angle à chaque fois que tu peux prendre, tu vois.
Bien sûr.
Pour faire des documentaires, même en utilisant justement l'audience qu'on a déjà sur YouTube, on peut commencer aussi à leur servir des documentaires. Patrick dit un gros mensonge. Il a dit « Philippe est une légende ».
Et c'est pas sérieux.
Il faut dire merci.
Merci, c'est gentil. Merci
alors.
beaucoup.
Ça alors.
Merci beaucoup, c'est touchant.
Bah oui. Non, mais je pense que c'est des choses qu'il faut commencer à...
Non, sincèrement, c'est une bonne idée, ouais.
Ouais. Moi, je pense que je vais commencer à réfléchir même à... Tu vas utiliser ma chaîne YouTube pour mettre des documentaires dans ma chaîne.
Il faudrait, comme on s'était dit, là, on a commencé à en parler, en vrai, il faut vraiment mettre tout type de contenu, on se comprend, du documentaire, de la fiction... Parce que, en fait, je me rends compte, moi-même maintenant, tu vois, je parlais de l'iPhone 15 et c'est vrai, avec cet outil-là et d'autres, tout est possible aujourd'hui, en fait.
Tu sais, je suis tombé sur une vidéo d'un gars qui fait des petits skits, une espèce de série, un gars qui vit seul, qui a des trucs avec des nanas, rien, tu sais, des petites histoires, des petites inventions, des trucs de roommate, parle pas à ma roommate, ou parle pas à ma meuf, tu vois, enfin... C'est rien d'extraordinaire. Je crois que ça s'appelle Elijah TV. Et donc, ça se voit que c'est filmé avec un iPhone, que c'est rien de... Tu vois. Et puis, j'en ai regardé un. Et puis deux. Puis, au bout de 2 heures, j'étais en train de regarder encore. Et je me suis rendu compte que le gars a des commentaires dans tous les sens. Les gens kiffent. En fait, les gens... Nous, les créateurs, on a parfois tendance à penser que le plus important, c'est le contenant. C'est comme à quoi ça va ressembler, la technique. Or, les gens, ce qui les intéresse, c'est le contenu. C'est est-ce que l'histoire est sympa.
Absolument. Mais surtout, tu sais, aujourd'hui, encore une fois, même le contenant, honnêtement, j'ose le dire, hein, ça va vite. Hein. C'est plus comme avant.
C'est clair.
Ça va vite, hein, le contenant.
Mais c'est ce que je dis depuis tout à l'heure.
Je regardais des vidéos, tu peux tourner en RAW avec l'iPhone 15. J'ai vu des vidéos tests là, ça fait peur.
Ah oui?
T'as l'impression que tu sais, avec la cinématique et tout, tu peux tourner comme si tu étais dans des conditions de. Avec un 35 mm aujourd'hui. Hein. Franchement, l'iPhone 15 là, c'est une révolution. Hein. Donc,
c'est ce que je disais.
Ça, tu fais pas la blague, hein.
C'est ce que je disais tout à l'heure par rapport au clip de On dit quoi.
Ouais.
Aujourd'hui, avec un iPhone, tu peux refaire
mais oui.
un clip qui a coûté 10 000,
hein.
10 000 euros à l'époque. Tu peux le
sûr.
refaire avec un iPhone aujourd'hui. Parce que la technologie... d'ailleurs, nous, c'était à quoi? Il était en 720p ce clip, hein, je crois.
Exactement.
Tu vois? Aujourd'hui, tu peux le faire en 4K avec un iPhone.
Mais oui, c'est ça que je te dis. Tu prends juste l'adaptateur, tu sais, pour retourner, enfin, pour mettre qu'appelle ça, l'iPhone, pour le bouger. Ça coûte même pas cher. C'est sans déconner. Aujourd'hui, tu peux faire à deux personnes, maximum 3 personnes pour tourner un clip aujourd'hui. Hein.
Ouais, je sais, j'en fais plein ici. Enfin, j'en ai fait plein, il faut que j'en refasse, mais j'en ai fait plein.
Aujourd'hui, en fait, il faut pas grand-chose. Hein. Quand je dis ça, en France, enfin en tout cas ici, on me prend encore pour un fou. Alors qu'en vrai, franchement, avoir toute une équipe j'ose le dire, hein, avoir toute une équipe de cinéma aujourd'hui, c'est pas vraiment nécessaire. Mais bon, on va me dire oui, je déconne, tout ça, mais je sais que j'ai raison. Quand je vois qu'on peut faire avec l'iPhone 15 ou autre équivalent, honnêtement, t'as pas besoin de 35 personnes aujourd'hui.
Écoute, j'ai une amie qui est dans le chat qui demande si tu pourrais lui tourner son prochain film porno.
Non, pardon, moi je fais pas ça.
Tu vois, t'es pas un gars du futur,
Non,
Julie, c'est pas un gars du futur.
Non, le porno, non.
Mais attends, imagine avec ton travelling, imagine un travelling comme le travelling de On dit quoi. Imagine le travelling de On dit quoi. Imagine ce travelling dans une scène à la Caligula, une orgie.
Non, porno, non. J'ai des limites. J'ai des limites.
T'es pas un vrai.
Tu sais que sur mon court-métrage, il y a 10 ans, le seul que j'ai fait d'ailleurs, Caroline, là.
Ah oui.
Il y a des plans que j'ai pas montés. Hein. Il y a des plans où on voit l'Asiate, elle est à moitié nue. Et dis-toi que sur le tournage, Thierry Cordier pourra témoigner. J'étais pas bien. Hein. Moi, je disais, vite, on tourne vite là. Moi, je veux pas voir ça. Je te jure. Ah non, moi, les trucs comme ça, non. C'est pas mon truc.
T'es pas un vrai gars de la West Coast.
Là où les autres étaient émoustillés, là, moi, non. Moi, c'est pas mon truc.
T'es pas un vrai gars de la West Coast. D'ailleurs, il faut que je regarde Caroline. Où est-ce qu'on peut trouver ton court-métrage, Caroline? Est-ce qu'il est sur YouTube?
Non. Il est pas sur YouTube. Il est sur Vimeo.
Mais vous êtes pas sérieux?
Ouais, faudrait que je le mette sur YouTube, ouais.
Enfin.
Ouais, c'est pas con. Faudrait que je le mette sur YouTube. Je crois que je vais le faire dans quelques jours, tiens.
Caroline, laisse-moi regarder si je trouve Caroline pour mettre le lien aux gens. Caroline.
Ouais, sur tu tapes Filuminati, tu vas trouver.
Filuminati.
H-Y. Filuminati, tu vas trouver.
Filuminati. P-H-Y.
Y.
Caroline Filuminati.
Avec un K. Hein. Avec un K. Caroline K.
Ah,
attends, je cherche.
Laisse-moi taper Filuminati. Je vais chercher le lien pour quand même. Ah, voilà, j'ai trouvé. Filuminati Aguekaza.
Yeah, c'est le nom de mon clan. Mon clan côté.
Tu dois login pour regarder.
Ouais.
Non, pardon, faut mettre ça sur YouTube. Arrête tes bêtises.
Je vais le mettre sur YouTube. T'inquiète.
Bon, je mets les. Parce que c'est pas tout le monde qui a des.
Je vais le mettre sur YouTube.
Pour ceux qui ont un compte Vimeo. Mais il faut que tu le mettes sur YouTube, comme ça j'ai posté le lien.
Non, franchement, je vais le faire. Je vais le mettre sur YouTube. Ouais. Je vais le mettre sur YouTube.
Patrick dit, il sait te faire parler, Phil. Vraiment. Il veut pas que je finisse mon show. Il a dit que tu me fais parler.
Oh.
Young Wacky, what up?
En tout cas, c'est sympa passer quelques heures comme ça avec toi. Mais bon, en fait, c'est bizarre parce qu'il y a du monde qui nous écoute.
T'as vu un peu? Tu dois faire attention à ce que tu dis.
Ben oui.
Et je crois que moi, je vais continuer sur TikTok maintenant. Je vais faire le After Hours. Je vais faire 30 minutes live sur TikTok si tu es opérationnel.
Ouais, je suis opérationnel, bien sûr.
Bon, eh bien, à tout à l'heure.
À tout à l'heure.
Ciao, ciao.
Ciao.
All right, my people, listen, I hope you enjoy the show. A nice 2 hours instead of 1. And listen, don't forget, on ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. That was the thing you had to remember, retain from tonight's show. Now, I'm gonna leave you with my brand new single, Is This the Real Love? That came out on 5 days ago. And with NCK on the beat and Shada Price. It's a banger of a track. I hope you enjoy it. And this show is brought to you by ShadaWear.com, Gods of Good Fortune. Go and get the new Ponawai t-shirt. Listen. Thanks for being there, PN. And in about 5-10 minutes, I'll be live on TikTok for 20-30 minutes. Not too long. I'm just gonna go and do a Club Shada after hours on TikTok just to see what I can create of content on TikTok. So thanks for joining. Don't forget to leave your likes if you didn't do. Don't forget to share this show to everybody that should listen to and listen and learn the lessons of today. On ne change pas une équipe qui gagne. Listen, it can be a podcast. It can be a music video. It can be a museum. Listen, the people that you found a connection with, you have to always try to keep that team the same. All right, I'm leaving you with this joint called Is This the Real Love, produced by NCK on the beat and performed and written by moi and Shada Price. Shada, much love to you. And listen, you need to come to Club Shada and we can have a conversation about your career. All right, peace. See you on TikTok in 10 minutes.
One way or another, I'm gonna put this memories of me inside of you. Close your eyes and feel me deeply. You will reach it, never forget it. You will never meet another one, I promise you. What we got is one of a kind, I'm telling you. Is this the real love? Is this the real love that they talk about all the time? Is this the real love? Hey. Is this the real love that they talk about all the time?
We used to be friends with no benefits, go around every night. Things changed, been undercover, run around unseen. I feel that there's a reason to get somebody new that can fulfill my needs. You got me tripping, can it be love? There will never be another me, I promise you. What we got is one of a kind, I'm telling you.
Is this the real love? Is this the real love?
That they talk
meet another one, I promise you. What we got is another kind of deadly.